Hi, welcome back to another episode. The GP is starting to take shape. Let me just zoom you down there and we'll run through what we've been doing. Right, I did start off with the intention of doing 3 episodes, and so I've started filming sort of the beginning of each one, but it just got so complicated. It was basically painting the tank and the panels, that was one. The electrics and control gear, that was the other one. And then I'm sort of working on the engine as well, but basically it's just clips everywhere and whatever. So I'm just going to make it simple. I'm just going to run through exactly what I have done to this point so you guys can see where we are. I'll swing you around and take a look at the bike. So they've got the tank painted black. It was going to be all fancy, but I've just gone for black, and mainly because the paint I use, which is Simonize, that's it, high gloss paint. Don't use that. If I don't know what I know now, just don't use it, because everything reacts with the damn thing. So I was going to have a silver inlay panel around here, and then with the Suzuki emblem on. But every time you touch this paint with any other paint, it reacts. So that's it. Black it is. So that will do. So obviously you can see the black on the side there. And I've got to buff these few swirls and things we've got in it. There's a couple there. I've just got to buff this out, but I'm quite pleased with the way that's come down. I cut it back with 3000, then give it a polish, but I've got some polish waiting to arrive, and I'll just finger up here. I've got some of these polishing pads here, so I'm going to give it a going over with that. So I've just put these on because I'm still having a think about what to do with the seat. Do we have to put an original one back on, a custom one, make one? You guys have seen the back there, everything sort of as it was. Just an addition, if I can swing the camera around, just an addition to that is basically the light there at the back. I've changed it from a 12-volt bulb to a 6-volt, so obviously with another plate's going to go on to. And I've really sort of just been working on the wiring side of things, really. If I just no, I won't lift that panel off with one end. So the control gears and levers and everything, I've bought some new ones. So basically we've gone for a new set. Obviously that's the front brake, that's the clutch side, and I've gone for some new control switch gear as well on that side. But because I didn't have a wiring diagram with it, we've had to kind of just spend most of yesterday matching up the old style wires with the new colours and working through what's the switch, what does what. So it's basically all back together. So I'm quite pleased with that. So that's that, and because we've got a front brake, I've now got to put a wire. I've got to make a little mini loom up now to connect, because originally this didn't have a front brake light switch. So this has now, so I've got to rewire that into the white wire which feeds the back brake light. Obviously that's the rear foot brake switch. So there we are. The side panels that fit over this they're painted. They're in the house. The other one of these is in the house, and the top cap as well, which goes over here. The flap, which is lockable cap. That's all being done and waiting. So that's where we are up to that stage at the moment. So the next thing I'm going to be looking at is the fun bit, which is the engine. Now I've been a bit sneaky because I've already took the head and the barrel off, and I did this a long time ago, and basically I just wanted to check the state of the engine roughly before I went too far with it. So just like that. So anyway, I'll just show you this. Now I'm pretty chuffed with this. This piston is actually in quite good nick. The rings are okay on it. It was running okay. There's hardly any play there. You've got a bit of play on it, but then you want a bit of play because obviously when it warms up, it expands anyway, so it doesn't want to be too tight. So the main bearing down there is okay, it's tight, I'm pleased with that. I'll just show you the barrel. So if you can see inside of there, there's no scoring on the barrel. I'm just going to de-coke it. There's a bit of coke there from the exhaust. And the fins, got to take the rubbers off, prise those off. That's to stop the head from vibrating. And that's going to go off to the powder coaters. So I'm pretty, that's okay. I'm not going to start wrecking things just because, as it were. Cylinder head, again, a bit of carbon build-up on it. But and the plug looks okay, it's not oily or anything else, so I say I'm quite chuffed with that. So that's also going to go away to the powder coaters. Some of the panels on this bike, so this is let's come around this side. This is the one here that covers the drive, so that goes over. Some of these panels are plastic, so that's plastic, but I'm going to take that panel off, which is the clutch, because I am going to change the clutch plates in it. So I'm going to take that off. That's going to go to the powder coaters. That's metal. This is where the carburetor is actually inside. There's a throttle on the choke cables. So that's going to go to the powder coaters. And this, which is where the oil is as well, that's going to go off to the powder coaters. So all I'm going to have to do is just basically this sort of width of the engine, basically clean up and spray to match. Now, because the bike's black, we're going to go for the black theme with a bit of silver, but I have got a new exhaust coming. It's a handmade exhaust, so that would be quite good, but that's in chrome, so a bit of bling on it, I suppose. So maybe we go for a black lump and silver barrel and head, or a black lump, silver barrel and black head. Anyway, I'll have a think about it. The first thing I've got to do is basically clean all this off. It's still got oil in it because I forgot to drain it while it was on the bike, so it's a bit of my fault there. But it looks, I don't know whether you're actually going to pick it up, but it looks clean in there, looks okay. I say the bike was running really well. The guy had stuffed oil in the petrol mix, and it was old petrol as well, so it was a bit smoky. They are smoky because it's a two-stroke, but it revved up all right. It was okay, so I'm not really going to start messing about taking things apart when I don't have to. So anyway, good. So I'm going to make a start on this, strip this down. Just thought I'd tell you guys where we are at the moment. And there's a battery on order which should be arriving sometime this week. Once I get the battery going, I can then test out whether I've done it right, some of the bits anyway. Better have a pack of spare fuses because I think there's going to be a few mistakes, but hey-ho. That's about it, guys, really. Just bits and pieces coming in the post, so it's sort of taking time to get everything in. But anyway, I'm quite chuffed, and it looks a lot different than it did. So right, I'll leave it there, guys. I'm going to work on the engine, and I'll as soon as I've got something to actually show you, I'll put it up, and you can have a look how far we're getting. So right, catch you guys later. Welcome back. Hi, welcome back. It's another fun episode. You loves it. And this way, no, that way. No, this. Welcome back, GP100. La. GoPro stop recording. GoPro stop bloody. Welcome back, another episode. Somewhere no. Hi, welcome back, another episode. We're going to see what bits and pieces I've been doing, what I have been doing. In fact, what I am doing, that should be good enough.